What's going on, Dolphins fans? It's Connor from the Dolphins Dive, and in today's video, we are going to be predicting the Miami Dolphins 2023 record. Football season is here, and I'm so excited. Obviously, we saw Thursday's game, but I'm most excited for the Dolphins, as are all of you. Before I hop into today's video, I'm just going to recommend you guys to my Twitter, the Dolphins Dive. I'm running a huge giveaway on the Dolphin shirt of your choosing. There's going to be 3 winners, so check it out if you're interested. You can get a shirt like this Tua Tagovailoa shirt, Legion of Zoom, and there's even more. We also have a buy one, get one 50% off all shirts going on the site, and it ends tomorrow before kickoff, so get it while it lasts. But we're going to hop right into today's video. Week 1, Dolphins at Chargers. I did the preview video yesterday where I laid out exactly what I expect to happen offensively and defensively, and I gave my record or my score prediction, so check that out for a deep analysis. But just to start it off, Dolphins starting off 1-0. I want to start this by saying, though, this is a tough game. If the Dolphins lose, it is not the end of the world because the Chargers are a very good team. The Dolphins are without Tron Armstead. There's no excuses here, but I'm saying it's a good team versus a good team. You want to start off on the right foot. You want to show your dominance early, but it's football. There's a lot of good teams any given Sunday, but I just have belief in Mike McDaniel's schematic changes that he's going to make from the last time we matched up with them. Obviously, Ronaldo Hill, their former DC, is now on our staff, so we can get the input from him on the kind of game plan they were looking to implement against us. Week 2 at Patriots, Sunday Night Football, baby. It's a weird Sunday night game. I feel like it's probably the Patriots are not the most entertaining team, but nonetheless, prime time for the Dolphins, and I think the Dolphins are going to continue winning and start off 2-0. Tua, knock on wood, still has not lost to the Patriots, so I think he's going to look to carry that on. The Patriots defensively are always going to be amazing. They're so good. Belichick, that entire system, it's so good. So they're always going to bring it defensively. Offensively, Bill O'Brien's going to help them out, but I just don't think they're talented enough. Week 3, home against the Let's Ride Broncos. Sean Payton's taking over. That's a very interesting team. The entire AFC as a whole is stacked, and if you get the Broncos performing well, it's just a whole nother animal. But there's so many good teams. There's got to be teams that aren't as good. I think the Broncos might be one of them. I'm not fully sure, but I have the Dolphins taking a dub here, starting off the season at 3-0. Week 4, we are away against the Bills. In my personal predictions, how I usually do it, even when I wasn't making videos, I generally like splitting divisional games unless there's a clear one team's better than the other. But in the instance with the Bills are a very good team. We're away. I'm going to give the Dolphins their first loss of the season, so they're going to be 3-1. Heading into week 5, home against the New York Giants. I'm from New Jersey. I'm surrounded by Giants fans, so it's kind of funny. The Giants showed out last season. They were projected to do shitty. I thought they were going to do shitty. Their roster wasn't very good. But Brian Daboll, who was one of my favorites for the Dolphins head coaching job, did a tremendous job coaching, and they outperformed expectations, and they got even better in this offseason. But I just still don't think they're fully there in terms of talent. They're one offseason away, in my opinion, from being an elite team. So I have the Dolphins taking a dub. Heading into week 6, they're home against the Panthers, and I want to preface this game by saying the Dolphins' schedule is extremely difficult. The entire AFC is extremely difficult. The Dolphins need to win. They need to beat bad opponents. And I'm not saying the Panthers are a solid team, but I think if you asked 90% of people who's better, the Dolphins or the Panthers, over 90% is probably going to tell you the Dolphins. And these are the kind of games the Dolphins cannot afford to lose if they want to make a playoff push, because the entire AFC is stacked. You can argue the entire AFC East is good. The entire AFC North is good. Entire AFC West, you can make a case, is also good if the Raiders and Broncos, they have talent there. So home against the Panthers, this is a must-win game for the Dolphins. I have them taking the dub, heading into 5-1 into week 8. Sorry, I'm bad at math, against the Eagles. And this is a very tough game. I believe this is also primetime. I don't have it written down here, but away against the Eagles, a tremendous team. Obviously, they're in the Super Bowl. They're loaded everywhere, incredibly built. So I have the Dolphins taking an L and moving to 5-2. And then we return home against the Patriots. Like I mentioned, I do see the Dolphins splitting most divisional games, but that's not going to be the case this season. I think the Dolphins are better than the Patriots. We beat them 2 times I think 2 years ago. We only lost to them last year because we were without Tua. I think Tua stays healthy this season, obviously with the training he did, and I think he's gonna do it. So I have the Dolphins taking a dub and sweeping the Patriots this season, moving to 6-2, going to Germany to face the Chiefs. And I'm not even saying the Dolphins can easily beat the Chiefs, especially what we saw last night, basically. But the Chiefs are obviously reigning Super Bowl champs. They're studs. Patrick Mahomes is incredible. The Dolphins taking an L and moving to 6-3. But there's a lot of games on the schedule where they truly can go either way. That's why I'm a little nervous as a Dolphins fan. Of course, when we're good, everyone else is also good. It's a crazy time in the NFL. So there's a lot of games here where I have us winning that we could lose, and I have us losing that we can win. Every team is so close. I've never recall it being like this. Then we have our bye week, and then we return home against the Raiders. Once again, there's so many good AFC teams. I feel like the Raiders can't be good because of how good teams are, but they can be because they have Josh Jacobs. They have Chandler Jones. Hopefully he gets back on the field. Max Crosby, Devontae Adams. They've got dudes. Something's got to give. There's so many good teams that the Raiders just can't be one of them. So I have the Dolphins picking up their 7th win of the season, moving to 7-3, away against the Jets on Black Friday, the first ever Black Friday game. And this is, like I said, one of those times where I have the Dolphins splitting that divisional game. So since they're away, I have the Dolphins taking an L to Aaron Rodgers and the Jets, moving to 7-4. And then their next game is away at the Commies. And once again, that's one of those games where the Commanders have a chance to be solid. Sam Howell, who knows how he is, but they've got some good weapons. Their defense has always been pretty stout because they've got so much talent there. But this is a game the Dolphins need to pick up and take a dub in. I have them moving to 8-4, home against the Titans and Mike Vrabel. Once again, Titans are a solid team. The entire AFC South is pretty trash. The Jags and the Jags are good. Titans are a little sketchy. Vrabel's coach teams are always good, so I think they'll outperform expectation. But then they have the Colts and Texans who they can beat up on. So I wish we were in the AFC South where we can get 4 free wins against the Texans and Colts, but whatever. I have the Dolphins beating the Titans and moving to 9-4, which is a great position to be in. But like I said, there's a lot of games here where they're not 100% slam dunks. I mean, it's NFL any given Sunday. Next game is home against the Jets. Like I said, I have us splitting, so I have us winning and moving to 10-4, which beats last year's win total already. So that's pretty good. Home against the Cowboys, and this is exactly what I'm saying. This is a game that could go either way. The Cowboys are a tremendously talented team. They're pretty well coached. I have us taking the L, and this is kind of a way of me balancing things out. I could have had us taking an L of who we're facing next week, but I have us beating them. But there's a lot of good teams. I just have us trying to be as unbiased as possible, taking an L, heading into the next week away against the Ravens, in which I have us taking the dub. But you can really interchange those results between the Cowboys and Ravens. They're both upper echelon teams. I think Vic Fangio's scheme against this, I think the Ravens are trying to go more pass heavy. I just don't think they're going to be able to hang with that pass cover that we're going to have. So I have us taking the dub and moving to 11-5, home against the Bills to finish the season out. This could potentially be for the division. Who knows? The entire AFC East is crazy. Everyone thinks Patriots are going to finish 4th, and I think that's the likely case. But the Patriots are the Patriots, man. Like I said, they have Bill O'Brien. They're always good on defense, but the Jets are great. I don't like them, but the Jets are good. The Bills are good. The Dolphins are good. This is going to be a fucking crazy season, and I'm so excited. Hopefully we don't get let down. Like I said, this could be for the division. I had the Dolphins taking the L to the Bills earlier in the season. I have them coming back and taking a dub to finish the season 12-5, which would obviously be good enough for a playoff berth. Question is do we win the division? That really, with that record, is what would be the question. I think they probably would, going 12-5 and going 4-2 in the division, but who knows? I hope I'm right with my prediction. Check out my yesterday's video for the full breakdown of this upcoming Chargers game. I appreciate you guys for watching. It means a lot to me. And until next time, I'll catch y'all.